We slept on the bus, go to the store, get some sardines, peanut butter and crackers, get back on the bus, sit in the back, and then when the bus was ready to go, you just, you start eating and going to the next town. And that was it, just, to sleep on the bus. And Buck O'Neill was right there, and he was telling, hey, we're going to the next town, you all do this and do that, and watch this and watch that, and don't do this. Don't. He gave us all the things to do and not to do, and you can't go to this store over here, and not this hotel, and just get dressed and go to the park and play. So that was about the size of it. He'd given us all the rules and everything, because he had the experience of being in those cities, and his life was that way.
And it was the rules for what was allowed as black men. You could do this, you couldn't do that. You could go to this store, you couldn't go to that store.
That's right.
And you understood the consequences, I suppose, or Buck and the others explained to you what kind of trouble you could get into if you disobeyed the rules.
There was a lynching in one city in Kansas before we came in, and he had told us about that. Said, hey, we're going to the city, and they just had lynching over here. Jeez. So that got our attention, and I was looking around and wondering what's going on. I mean, is this America that we live in? And anyway, we went there and played, and we left. Everything was quiet, and people came to the game. They enjoyed it, and we got on the bus and went on to the next city.
How did you feel about that? I mean, it just seems this bizarre kind of scene where you come into a little town or a city, and there are all these white people who'll be cheering, during the game and all excited, but on the other hand, there's this part of you that recognizes that if you said hello to one of their daughters on the street, you could end up in a whole bunch of trouble.
That's right. Or look at them too long, because they had reckless eyeballing was a big thing. Then you couldn't look at a white woman too long. I mean, she could report that, and you could be arrested for it.
Reckless eyeballing?
Reckless eyeballing. Jesus. Wow. What a country. Pick a better country. Pick a better time.
I mean, we laugh about it, but in point of fact, we both realize that the reality is that there were black men who died for reckless eyeballing,
That's right.
And but were you able, in the midst of all of that, to enjoy yourself while this was going on?
Yes, I did. With the people I was around, with Buck, and then later on, Elston Howard came, and Kurt Roberts came, and with our own group, and we just, I enjoyed being with them. That was it. The outside world just didn't exist that much. We're just together. That's one team, togetherness.